Hello children, today our topic for class 5 science is circulatory system. Children, we all know that group of organs working together to perform a particular function is called an organ system. You know many organ systems are working together in our body. For example, the digestive system help us to break down the food we eat into simpler forms that can be used by our body. The mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anus together form the digestive system. Similarly, excretory system removes waste such as urine and sweat from the body. Kidney, skin, and lungs form the excretory system. Now, we will learn about this particular organ system called circulatory system. So now children, I will tell you about circulatory system. The circulatory system is an organ system that helps in transporting substances such as nutrients, water and oxygen inside our body and also removes waste gases such as carbon dioxide from the body through the blood. Now children, I will tell you about the parts of circulatory system. Actually, it is made up of three main parts: heart, blood and blood vessels. Now let us learn about heart in detail. Children, the heart is a muscular organ that pumps blood to all parts of our body. It is located between the lungs, slightly to the left of the middle of the chest. It is protected by the rib cage. So this is the general information about the heart. But now let me explain you this organ, that is heart, in detail. So now I will tell you about the structure and function of the heart. The human heart is a muscular organ consisting of four chambers, two upper chambers and two lower chambers. The upper chambers are called atria, which is also known as auricles. They receive blood from the rest of the body. And the lower chambers are called ventricles. What do? They pump blood out of the heart. The human heart, means the adult human heart, is about the size of our fist. If you will make a fist, then you will get the size of your heart. Hope you have followed. Now let us move on function of the heart. Children, you know what is the main function of the heart? The main function of the heart is to pump blood containing oxygen and nutrients to all the cells in the body. It also receives blood containing carbon dioxide from all the parts of the body and pumps it to the lungs for purification. And the rhythmic movement that the heart makes while pumping blood is called heartbeat. You have heard your heartbeat? Why I am asking this? Because you can feel this rhythmic movement not only at your heart but also at wrist or the neck. But there you cannot hear the movement. Okay? Only you can feel the rhythmic movement. You can hear this rhythmic movement only at heart. That's the reason we are calling it heartbeat. Now children, for our body to function properly, it is important to keep our heart healthy, right? And what is the way to keep our heart healthy? See, the best way to do this is to adopt a healthy and active lifestyle. And what is the active lifestyle? What we can do? We should follow certain tips regularly. Number 1 is walk daily for at least 3 to 4 kilometers. And what is the right time for walking? Absolutely right, morning. So walk daily for at least 3 to 4 kilometers, ideally in the morning. Means you should prefer morning time for walking. Now the second thing is exercising. Suppose if you are unable to go for walk, so what you can do is you can exercise for at least 30 minutes every day. And again, what is the right time for exercising? It's morning only. So try to exercise in the morning. Now the third tip is very simple, children. What you have to do is you have to take little initiative. Suppose your school is near to your house, then what you can do is ask your parents not to use a vehicle to drop you to your school. For short distances, what you can do is either you can walk or you can use cycle. Now children, fourth point is very simple. What you have to do is avoid sitting for too long. I know this is very easy to follow in your school because when one class get over, you are getting up and wishing the teacher, right? So you are following this at school, but this tip you should follow at home also. Means avoid sitting for too long. Try to get up at regular interval. Either go for walk for some time, you can walk around for some time and then you can continue the sitting position. Now children, this next point is very interesting. You know why? Because it is related with games. See, if you are actively participating in outdoor sports such as football, cricket, hockey and badminton, then it will help you to keep your heart healthy. Why? Because you might have noticed that whenever you are running, your heartbeat increases. Am I right? Why? Because the heart starts pumping blood very fast. It increases our circulation, isn't it? Means circulation of blood increases. So, if you are actively participating in outdoor games, this will help you to keep your heart healthy. Now children, after games, what do we feel? We feel hungry. That means we need food. So, next point is related with food. Why? Because whenever we feel hungry, we want our favorite food. Correct? But if you want to keep your heart healthy, then always you should go for a balanced diet. Neither you should eat more nor less, because taking more food will make you obese, and if you are taking less nutrition, then again it is not fit for your heart. So always eat a balanced diet. Now children, the next point is related with food only. What you have to eat, that I told you, that always you should eat balanced diet. But what you should not eat, means what you should avoid, that also you should know. So children, try to eat less of junk food and fried food. I know all the children, they are very much fond of junk and fried food. All of you like burger, all of you like chips. But try to eat less of junk and fried food, because such food items are bad for heart. And try to achieve an ideal body weight. And how you will be able to achieve this ideal body weight? If you are taking balanced diet and avoiding junk and fried food. Now children, as I told you about exercising, about healthy diet, about your posture, how to sit. So this you have followed, and this you can follow at personal level. But since we are living in an environment, so we are directly affected by the environment in which we are living. So what we have to do along with following the personal healthy habits? We should stay away from polluted surrounding. Children, this is also very important. We should stay away from polluted surrounding, means avoid being close to people smoking cigarettes, because when they are smoking, they act as active smokers, but at the same time you are behaving like a passive smoker. So they are, no doubt they are harming their body, but they are affecting your body also. You can also suffer from respiratory tract diseases. So stay away from polluted surrounding and avoid being close to people smoking cigarette. Now children, the last and very important point. This tip is very important and directly affects the health of our heart. And this is to stay happy and avoid stress. See children, these feelings, happiness, joy, they are directly related to our heart. If you are happy, then obviously your heart will remain healthy. So even if you are not healthy, pretend to be healthy. If you will develop this habit, surely it will help you to keep your heart healthy. So remember that you have to stay happy and avoid unnecessary stress. Now children, I hope that you would have followed the first main part of circulatory system, that is heart. After explaining about heart, now I will explain you about the second main part of circulatory system, that is blood. Children, blood is that substance which every one of us has seen. Am I right? So, blood is a substance that flows inside the human body through muscular tubes called blood vessels. Blood is pumped by the heart to different parts of the body. Now, let me tell you about the composition of blood. Children, blood actually consists of two main parts. First is plasma and second is blood cells. Now, what is plasma? Plasma is actually the fluid part, liquid part. Okay. And there are three kinds of blood cells. First is RBCs, which we commonly known as red blood cells. Second is WBC, that is known as white blood cells, and blood platelets. Blood is primarily responsible for the transportation of nutrients, means from digested food. Okay, nutrients we are getting from digested food. Then it is also responsible for transportation of water, oxygen, carbon dioxide within our body. So now children, you would have followed the importance of blood, isn't it? Blood is really very important substance for our body. And in order to understand the importance of blood, you should know about the functions of blood. So now I will tell you 5 important functions of blood. Now children, listen very carefully the first important function of blood, and that is blood helps in transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. Now you must be wondering that how blood does transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. See children, I told you about three kinds of blood cells, isn't it? And among that, you must have heard about RBCs, isn't it? So this RBCs means red blood cells which are present in the blood. They take the oxygen from the lungs to all the cells in the body, and then they also collect carbon dioxide from these cells and take it back to the lungs. Have you followed children? So, blood helps in transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body. Now, the second function of blood is similar to first one, that is blood carries nutrients that are generated during digestion from different parts of the digestive system to the cells of the body. So these are the two important functions. First one is blood helps in transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide throughout the body, and second is blood carries the nutrients generated during the digestion. Followed? Now the third one is blood helps in carrying the waste generated by the cells of the body to the kidneys for filtering. Children, in your previous class, you must have learned about excretory system, isn't it? In that, you have learned about one pair of kidney, means two kidneys are present that helps in filtering the waste. So, blood helps in carrying the waste generated by the cells of the body to the kidney for filtering. Alright, now listen the fourth function. Fourth function of blood is that blood helps in maintaining the temperature of the body. Maintaining the temperature of the body means it prevents the body from becoming too hot or too cold. Alright children. So this is the fourth function, that blood helps in maintaining the temperature of the body. Now the last and the very important function of blood is, children, see white blood cells are present in blood cells, isn't it? So the last function of blood is for white blood cells. These white blood cells present in the blood protect the body from infection and disease causing microorganism. So have you followed these important functions of blood? Have you understood the importance of blood in our body? So these are the 5 main important functions of blood. Now children, after learning about the 2 main parts of circulatory system, that is, first is heart, second is blood, let's move on the third main part of circulatory system, that is blood vessels. Children, blood vessels are the thin muscular tubes that carry blood throughout our body. They form a wide network within the body so that blood can be transported to all the parts of the body. Children, you know that there are 3 types of blood vessels. First is arteries, second is veins, and third is capillary. So now children, let us study about the different type of blood vessels in detail. So in order to learn the description of blood vessels, you should know about the structure and function of blood vessels. So now see the picture, and the first blood vessels are arteries. Arteries have the thickest wall of the 3 blood vessels. They carry blood containing oxygen from the heart to different parts of the body, as I told you in function of blood, isn't it? Each artery gets divided into smaller arterioles to form a network throughout the body. And children, you know which is the largest artery in our body? The largest artery in our body is called the aorta. It is also the largest blood vessels in our body. It is the main artery coming out of the heart. Another important artery is the carotid artery that carries blood from the heart to the brain. Follow children? Now let's move on the second main blood vessels, that is veins. Veins have thinner walls than arteries. They carry blood from different parts of the body back to the heart, and veins carry more blood than the arteries, though their wall is thinner than arteries. Okay, they contain special structures called valves that prevent blood that is going towards the heart. That means these valves prevent the blood from flowing back to the body parts. And veins get divided into smaller venules to form a network throughout the body. And children, the important vein of the human body includes superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Now, what is the function of superior vena cava? See, it is responsible for bringing blood from the upper portion of the body to the heart. And what is the function of inferior vena cava? Inferior vena cava is responsible for bringing blood from the lower portion of the body to the heart. So these are the 2 important veins. Alright, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Now the third blood vessel is capillaries. Okay, capillaries are the thinnest of the 3 blood vessels. Means I told you about arteries, veins, and the third blood vessels are capillaries. They connect the arteries to the veins. So children, after learning about the description of 3 main parts of circulatory system, that is heart, blood and blood vessels, now you should know about the role of circulatory system. Means how does it help in the process of circulation. For that, you should know what is circulation. So children, circulation is that process. It is the continuous movement of important nutrients, oxygen and carbon dioxide between the heart and the rest of the body by blood through blood vessels. Followed? What is circulation? It is the continuous movement of important nutrients, oxygen and carbon dioxide between the heart and the rest of the body by blood through the blood vessels. Alright children, now let me tell you one interesting fact about the process of circulation, and that is when the body is at rest, it takes only 6 seconds for the blood to travel from the heart to the lungs and back. So children, in order to improve the circulation of blood, what you should do? Exercises, right? This already I told you when I was explaining tips for keeping healthy heart. So children, yoga is also a very good form of exercise to keep the heart healthy and to improve the circulation of blood. Regular practice of simple yoga exercises improves the overall fitness of the body. And there are several other benefits also of practicing yoga. First is it increases muscle strength and improves the function of lungs. Secondly, it helps in decreasing stress and anxiety and gives a feeling of well-being. Third, it boosts energy, improves memory and increases concentration. So children, if you want to increase your concentration, then you must do yoga exercises. You must follow these yoga exercises which I'll explain with the help of pictures. Then fourth benefit is it helps in reducing weight and also prevents the high blood pressure and high blood sugar level. And fifth, it is also helpful in relieving joint pain in elderly person. Children, some yoga exercises that may help in improving the health of the heart are Dhanurasana, means bow pose, Trikonasana means triangle pose, Vrikshasana means tree pose, and Tadasana means mountain pose. Yoga may also be combined with meditation, and meditation helps to clear the mind of all the negative thoughts and thus reduces stress. Similarly, deep breathing exercises also help in improving the functions of lungs and circulation of blood. But these yoga exercises should always be done under the guidance of an expert or a trained yoga teacher. Have you followed children? Thank you.